It's been a good old-fashioned arm wrestle so far, Yindi, and it's the Bond University Bull Sharks up by 7 points at the moment. It was all one-way traffic in the first quarter, which saw the Burleigh Bombers kick 3-5-23, but then a 6-goal second stanza by the Bull Sharks has put them right, well, in front in the contest, and what a game so far.
Absolutely, it was a goal-kicking bonanza, and late in that quarter we did see Jack Rennick step it up with a pair of goals, but he'll be spending most of this third quarter on the sidelines after being yellow carded at the completion of the second quarter. Things happen in grand finals, but I think that the coach there, John, would be really disappointed with that sort of behaviour, particularly in a grand final, because that, given the importance of Rennick's in the forward line, that could be the difference between them kicking a couple of goals into the wind or them not.
And it's still a strong wind here as well. That northerly still blowing through. Probably 3 to 4 goals still.
Yeah, absolutely. I still think though, with wind or no wind, the Bull Sharks just ran better. They're pushing the ball out the outer side. They're getting the numbers there. They're playing a lot smarter, and they're being more proactive to the play. Whereas in the first quarter, they were reacting to what the Bombers were executing. So that's a sign that the team's full of confidence and they're able to try and get the play on their terms. One play we're going to be watching out there is in the number 8 Guernsey, is Mac Evans here for the Bull Sharks. He is going to be so crucial to if they can hold firm here in this third quarter.
And I think the loss of Ranix is pretty big for 15 minutes here. He's been lively. He's kicked 2 so far. He's just that small type forward that is good above his head and good at ground level. So that could hurt them, and could be important, especially where a term or the premiership quarter, we need to keep it low with that win. So I guess the story is about to be told and unfold in front of us. It is the third quarter, which much of the football world knows as the premiership quarter.
It certainly is, and you've got the best seat in the house with us in your company here on Sunday afternoon football. The only free live AFL game broadcasting right around the country. It's the Bombers kicking to the right of your screen. It's the Bull Sharks to the left as Island and Janes go toe-to-toe in the middle now. And we'll have another restart. And as we expected, just high intensity already from the outset.
It's a rugby style setup in the middle, both teams either side, as James just gets a big old volleyball spike out of there. Going to link up via hands. Just Bentley looking to get that on the boot, up and under, looking for the Flyers, and the Flyers are everybody, as just falling over, follows up his work, Bentley. It's a nice little work out the back to Boxer. Boxer with the first one, they're going to hit it, they're going to hit it! Boxer hits the scoreboard.
That works on so many levels there, but the player that was instrumental in that passage of play, as you highlighted several times, Josh Bentley, kicked the ball, got to within 15 metres of where the ball landed, was able to set up that passage of play and find Boxer on his own. That snap around the body, particularly in that first minute, if anything else can get your team up, it's not possible, because that is the igniter that will see them come out firing.
I've liked the work of John Boxer. He's probably been one of the standout players for my liking. Just his ability at ground level, and even then, just to get to the right spot to get that a release handball back, and hits the scoreboard. And we've got a 1-point ball game early stages of this third quarter.
Boxer's got the job on Pendelli in the middle there for the Bull Sharks, as Rux will go up again. Tane wins it down to ground. And as we saw before, another stoppage. So at this stage we're seeing Alex Crowe. He's going to try and peel off and be a loose player for the Bull Sharks, as the ball will push forward here for the Bombers, as here comes Boxer again, pulling the trigger for beyond 50, inside the forward 50, and through for a minor score. I think that came off the boot there of Lee Warner.
So attacking at the moment. You can see they just want to get it forward really in this wind, and maybe that's what Coach Peter Young spoke about at half-time. Just get it up there and let the wind do most of the work for you. So it's the Bull Sharks now. Last line, kick-in duties is King. King's going to send it long, but it's one-on-one. Janes just gets to the front position. Well done from the big fella. It's Nathan Janes. Going to wheel and go from about 70. Sends it long with a wobbly torpedo in the middle of the pack. Oh, the umpire says it's off hands. Oh, he was like a jack in the box then. And the umpire says, well, let's have a stoppage. A ball up, about 20 metres out, Front position, just wheeling through them was Gilboy. Gilboy tries to get it out. Umpire says holding the ball. Advantage. Here you go, the Bull Sharks now. Going to set it up towards Mac Evans. Evans takes a good grab. Nice body in the contest as he flew. So Evans now on the half-back flank. It's all one-on-one. It's pretty congested up forward, but he's going to have to take a little bit of grass. Does just that. So Evans now long. Sends it long, and James is just sitting in the hole. He's going to wheel and go. Let the wind do it all for you. That northerly as they go inside forward 50, the old double fist. And it's going to come out. Evans looking to keep it in. Does, but the umpire's in the right spot. Good call boundary. And we're going to have a stoppage on the right half forward flank for the Bombers.
Congratulations to our boundary umpires today, Nick Brabazon and Braden Miles. Always exciting when you get selected for the grand final as Woodburn pushes into the ruck. He's going to take on Janes of the Bombers. Contests we saw on a number of occasions in this second term. Woodburn slaps it over the back now, successfully here to Ola Shaw. Handball's out now to a teammate with a low worm-burning left foot kick. Finds Nathan White. Exploded with a goal in the second term. Ball hits the deck. Stripped of it there was Tilly arching the back here. The Bombers now, they transition from defence into attack at a lightning quick speed. Ball inside the forward line. Opportunity now for Howard. Howard now, it's a 2-on-1 scenario. Taken to ground. Out of bounds. Boundary throw in right forward pocket. And it's in the Burleigh Bombers attacking zone. Scores level 4.5 gone third term.
Monty Ruff then off the half-back, just able to break the lines and just backed himself. Got the footy forward, and I reckon it's the direction coming from the coaching group. As you know, scores a level now. It's just get the football long. Get it long as possible. And if you get in that dangerous zone, you're more likely to impact the scoreboard. As the football spills out of that contest, attacking the footy then is Bottrill in the headgear. It's just going to come out. Players sort of fly at it. Bottrill, boundary beats them. So let's have another boundary throw in. Forward 50 for the Bombers. They've got the numbers just out the back of this contest, and back is just outside of this one, Zach Braben, so he could get the footy if it's a quick kick, but they've got all the numbers, and there's plenty of red Guernseys around this stoppage.
There's also Janes and Woodburn as well. Rucks contest again. Free kick for a hold off the back, so the outer zone umpire in perfect position. So that will be a free kick. I think it'll go to the Bombers, and they will have a shot on goal through their captain, Regan Salter. And a captain's goal to put them in front and continue on that little bit of momentum in the first 5.5 minutes of the third term will just be what the whole team needed.
Salter, not at his lofty standards today so far.
But as we noticed as well, is that players have been dropping in and out of the contest, and it's been pretty even. So Salter here for the Bombers. We'll need to aim for that left hand and watch it curl through to the right. It just goes gun barrel straight. That's his second minor score, but most importantly for the Bombers faithful, they're in front by that point.
Setting up a bit of a zone style. Here is the Burleigh defensive zone. They're just waiting for the football to come back. It's a good crowd in here at Sir Bruce Small Park. It's a real 360-degree atmosphere. The old hill is jam-packed. And there's even the old faithful watching the footy out of the back of a truck as well. I love community footy at its absolute finest. Here is the QFA Division 2 South Grand Final. Good burn flies. Good grab from the big man. So good burn on the left half-back flank. Sends it up. Good body there by Ruff. Monty Ruff. It's been good across half-back. Ruff now just sends it long, and it's a big old rooster about 50. Couldn't quite take the grab then was Salter. With the football now is Biscar, but offline. It's another minor. Biscar, very dangerous.
Oh, they've kicked 1 goal, 3 on the board already. The Bombers in the third term. At one stage they were 1 goal, 5 in the first, kicking with the breeze as the ball goes up to Goodburn. Ball comes down to ground. It ricochets off the knee there of Bottrill. Boundary throw in between wing and half forward. Attacking zone here for the Bombers. And there's no one inside the Bull Sharks attacking zone. So there's all 36 players in this half of the ground as the ruckman shielding their eyes from the sun that's starting to set behind the social rooms here. Handball dished out now. Lovely work. Right foot kick. Puts it long inside the forward 50. Couldn't quite take the mark there for the Bombers, but recovers and kicks an extraordinary goal. And he will let every single teammate know all about it.
Bishka once again. And it's big Lockie Davidson.
And you can hear the crowd on the hill. They are chanting Bishka. We know he's a crowd favourite already there, judging by that reaction.
Well, 3 goals so far and just set up another one. He's getting in the dangerous spots at the moment. And the big fella doing some of his best and finest work at ground level then, Lockie Davidson, to kick his first and get their lead back out to 8 points. It is a seesawing affair here today. It's a strong wind that's blowing across and good crowd in, as I keep saying. The Burleigh Bombers, faithful. If you're Bishka, you're up and about, Yindi.
You certainly are. And if you are a Bombers fan as well, I think what I'd like to see the Bull Sharks here is just having that little bit of belief that the Bombers kicked 2 goals in the second quarter into the breeze, and they got to believe that they can continue to do the same thing, because the Bombers did have their patches where they were quite instrumental, as we'll see another stoppage. So the Bull Sharks are like this to hopefully just slow the Bombers down a little bit, but what we've seen from this spot is quick clearances and kicks inside the forward 50 to the right of his screen as the Bull Sharks try and clear again. Good tackling here for the Bombers.
Contest really lengthened out from this stoppage. It's forward 6 structures for both teams, just straight down the throat then of Gilboy, and he's tackled straight away. So let's have another stoppage, repeat it, hit rewind and play again. As Rucks resume their battle, Goodburn gets front position, and the umpire's going to say Goodburn. Now he might have a big roost, but into this wind might be a little bit too far out, to be honest. So Goodburn now, centre of Sir Bruce Small Park, sends it out towards the half-forward flank. Just quick feet then, trying to get around. Probably doing too much was Meany. Hard at the footy was Pingelli. Bombers are swarming in. Pingelli again, holding the ball, says the umpire, so Burleigh free. I like their defensive acts today.
Yeah, they've been absolutely outstanding. And we'll see Dominic Larkin now. Right foot kick, finds his teammate there in Jordan Gilboy, a little bit far from home. Set up the stage early, kick the opening score of the game. Kick up towards half forward now, comes off hands. Umpire calls play on here. Out to Mack, who spots up his teammate nicely here in Grant True. So True, he'd probably have to switch it, I think, because we've seen Davidson. He's going to be the player to go up for the grab, and he'll come in here, and he allows his other ruckman to take the mark.
And there again, James has got a player by himself in the middle of Sir Bruce Small Park's just got to wheel and go, and it's Graham. Graham's going to send it long, probably not as long as he probably would have hoped. It's going to create a chaos ball back there. It's going to try and swoop, but the Bull Sharks are able to get this one now. And they're going to try and link up, and it was nice work there by Wells, and big Goodburn's got it now. It's going to come out there, not the best handball, a bit of a fumble there, uncharacteristic there by Olaran Shaw. Handball's back on the inside, just dancing around at the moment. Evans with that left boot, just up and under sort of kick. It's a 3-on-2 contest, bodies fly, and at the ground level now is Stones. Stones inside, but True's there just to cut it off.
So True. He switched it across the outer side. I like this because they've got most of their run and carry from the outer side of the ground. Kick up towards the corridor. Over the head, the intended target goes back up now to suit the Bombers now as they look to try and carry the ball through the corridor. Off a step, out towards Gilboy. He's got Davidson if he wants him. Davidson might be there to apply a shepherd. No, he doesn't. Ball goes inside the forward 50 now. Going at it all alone there was Jared Graham, but it's taken here by the Bombers. Boxer off a step, right foot kick. It'll bounce favourably over the boundary line, which means a restart, a reset, and the Bombers will be hard to stop here.
Boxer's been important. So is Janes. What a game from the big fella.
I really like the work of how Janes and Davidson have been working together.
So It's Janes v True, bit of a height difference there. Janes gets out from the back position. Umpire says too high. So the Bull Sharks football now. Advantage is taken. So attacking out there's Ola and Shaw, setting it up. Nice little contested grab on the outer side, right half back flank. Down by 8 points at the moment, Bond University. Burley's kicked 2-3 in this quarter. Who's going to do their attacking? That's Bland. And no, they won't be able to do any attacking. And play on, says the umpires. They're going to take the advantage. They're going to send it long, and that was Stones. Sends it inside forward, 50. James has got a little bit of work to do, but he'd be happy with that because he'd create a stoppage, a bit of a stop play. They can set up. They've been dangerous at the coalface today.
Certainly have. And as much as the unfortunate for the Bull Sharks, the ball's gone inside their defensive half, the fact that they're able to take the ball out there, they just look a little bit more dangerous. We'd love to see the play over here a little bit more, but they have struggled. They've only gone inside their forward 50 on 2 occasions when they've taken it out this side, kicking to the left hand of your screen. As the Bombers trying to lock their ball in their defence, they're going to try and clear the ball out. This might suit them now. Out towards White. Can they get inside the forward 50 now? Island, he goes to ground. Ruff tries to cause a beautiful tackle that he does impact. Comes out to Bottrell, darts around, Evans, kick back up to the corridor, turns the ball over. Now Goodburn. He's only got one player inside their forward 50 now as the Bombers flood some numbers back. They need a strong contested mark here. Almost executing that White with a great tackle. Bottle it up and right half forward. Burley in their defence.
They wouldn't mind one against the wind here. They haven't been able to do that today, Bond. Ireland just sort of jumps into Davidson then as wrapped up. Nice tackle there by White. The umpire circle says, let's have a repeat stoppage. Left half forward flank, I should say, for Bond University. It's 8 points at the moment. Burley Bombers leading. Umpire says holding, so it's going to be a Burley.
Burley have kicked just the 2 goals for the quarter. They kicked 3 in the first. Kicking to that same end. They'd love to add another 3 on the forward here as they look to move their way through the corridor now up towards Gilboy over. Here's outstretched reach. Ball slips out the back now. Lovely pick up. How's the finish? It might dribble through. It's still inside the field of play. Warner. Yep. It's up in the air. And a free kick for a hold, and it'll go to the Bombers. Wow. And I think that's to, will that go to Warner again?
Should be James. James with the free. They're a little bit worried about the big fella, I think, and that's they're just hanging on then. So big James. As with now, Jack Rennicks has completed his time and back on the field. Looks like he's heading back up forward, but at the other end, it's big Nathan Janes.
So Janes here for the Bombers. Already got one on the board today for goal number 24 in season 2021. Got it. He's got it, and so have the Burley Bombers. They've got the edge. They'll push the margin back out now to a 14-point lead, which is not quite their game high, but well and truly on the mark.
It's really swinging around in their favour at the moment. They've kicked 3-3 this quarter.
So you can hear the crowd on the hill. It wasn't anywhere near the pill in that instance there, but they absolutely love the work there of Bishka.
He's actually just sitting on the bench, so Bishka's he's getting cheers. I reckon he brought his own cheer squad in today, by the sounds of that.
Did he promise that he'll shout if they get up for a win?
Well, I might join in too if there's a shout, but let's resume the battle. It's big Goodburn v Davidson. Davidson probably wins out there, but Goodburn's able to apply a bit of pressure. Bottom of that contest then was Bentley. Football's going to come out with a big Goodburn, gets a handball out, just going forward under pressure at the moment. Able to get a foot to the footy was far in. Intercept possession, here they go through Ashton. Ashton's going to open the game up a little bit. They're going to go to the outer side. Graham with the football now. Few targets in front, needs to be pinpoints. Going to go a step back on the inside because Davidson's sort of there all by himself. He got away from Goodburn. Davidson's got a couple of targets. Going to go towards the pocket. Warner just at the fall. Snap. Goal! And it's touched. Oh, it's touched.
So just millimetres in that one. But the Bull Sharks are under siege. But what's sort of causing a bit of chaos here is that Goodburn is still sticking to Davidson, and Janes has been able to just roam inside that forward 50. So it'll actually come out to this contest now, and Goodburn able to just help bring that ball to ground. There for the Bull Sharks, goes out of bounds. So I don't know what you think, Jeff, but in this case here, I'd like to see Goodburn just sit inside that defensive 50 and even be that target on Janes, because we saw him get a free kick before. He's not going to be hesitant there if the ball is in a tough spot.
Goodburn's a key for them at the moment, and you're right, probably just sitting behind the contest. The big fella will take up a bit of space as he gets the front of this contest now. They're going to clear through Wells, but it's going to be a mark to one of the premiership players. No, he spilt it, but it's out on the full. So it's going to come back in. Football now is Matthew Ashton. Ashton's going to play it by himself, so he just goes short, and it's to young Jack Stones. Stones now is just going to have to pump it long, and he does to the hot spot, top of the goal square. Bodies fly up and under, but Bull Sharks now, they just dropped that one, aren't able to take it. It's not a bad result for Burleigh. It's about 20 metres out from goal.
So Ashton, after getting that free kick before, he's come up for a spell. Janes wins the hit down there for all the Bombers. Bodies hit the floor about 5 to 10 metres out from goal. Trickles out towards the boundary line now. The Bull Sharks under siege. Beautiful tackle laid there by the captain, Regan Salter. And there's a little bit of a dust up there, but Salter leading by example with a bone-crunching tackle inside his team's attacking 50.
Umpire's able to clear that little tussle. Have a look how they're set up. Wells is just sitting out the back of this contest for Bond Uni. Might need to be a little bit more accountable as Janes gets front position. Just sort of squeezing his way through then, but just a little bit off with Salter. And it's another minor. 5 behinds in this third quarter.
That's another minor to Salter as well. He's kicked 3 of them. So the Bombers, they kicked 3-5 in the first quarter, which went for 24.5 minutes. They've kicked 3-5 so far in the third quarter, which has gone just over 20 minutes. They need to add probably another 2 or 3 more as the ball goes up towards Janes. Ball hits the deck, shoveled out, and up and under kick there from Bentley inside the forward 50. Courage shown, courage delivered there, but the one player standing up there was the great man there in Howard. Dribbling kick back up towards the corridor, up towards Bentley. Handball over the top now. Opportunity now. Up and under kick, under pressure. Ball locked inside the Bombers forward line again. An over the head kick there from Bentley. He's trying everything. He should have tried Mercedes. We'll see a ball up there about 30 metres out from goal.
So stoppage now. Inside forward 50. The shadows of three-quarter time. Janes gets a little tap out now. It's just bobbling around, looking for bodies. Good luck trying to get a clean possession in there. Probably count just 3/4 of players around the football at the moment. There isn't a player in the front half for Bond University. So it's red hot football here, Yindi, as the Rucks will go at it once again. Janes, but nice little work there by Holman. Football's going to come out now. They're going to clear it. It's going to come out towards the broadcast area. Goodburn's going to be underneath it. Nice work there by Ruff, just to get the hand in at the right time. Ruff now gets it back to Davidson. Davidson sort of just stands there. Looks like he had plenty of time, but he didn't. Gets it forward now. Looking for a clean one. Attack on the footy. Outside of the boot then was Peterson, but they're going to rebound through Dell. Dell now, one of the key midfielders for the Bull Sharks, gives it to Evans. Evans takes his second running bounce on the outer side. Just going to slow and bring it back on the inside. Try and open it up a little bit. First to the football now will be Pengelly. He's going to link back up with Wells. Wells all the way through to Bacon. Back to Wells. He's got Oleranshaw out here by himself. Ireland's just got a paddock in front of him, and that's where he's going to go. Ireland with the football now. He's slowed down. Well done by the Bombers just to corral that one. So Ireland really slowed it down. He's going to kick towards Wells. Great work rate from Wells. Started in the back pocket. Up now, basically the left half forward flank. Wells. Renix comes at. It's not where he goes though. He's going to go wide, and it's a little too wide.
I was going to say, probably that would be the spot to go to and just have it come off hands and just lock the ball on that half of the ground as the Bombers now. I still think, I'm not sure how long there is to go, that they probably need another 2 or 3 to open up a 5-goal buffer to go with confidence heading into the third quarter. The final quarter. Kick across the outer side. It's a 2-on-1. Here's a man that owes this team a lot. Renix handballs over now to a teammate there who pulls the trigger. There's Tilly. It'll fall a little bit short. And a mark taken there by Monty Ruff.
And Ruff's going to play on. He's going to come out nice and wide. And just a little fumble there. We'll have another stoppage. Bull Sharks won't mind this at all.
Some of your best subtle work there, Jeffrey.
Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage wherever you may be watching around the country. It's QFA Division 2 South Grand Final live from Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast. We're on the left half forward flank for Bonds University. Strong wind here. Island just push, so it's going to be an island free by the looks of this. No, it won't be. I didn't think so. Lachlan Davidson now, who's kicked one and has been pretty good in the ruck.
We have the ball across half back now, but if he goes down the line, he's got no real options to go to. So he elects to go along. The Bull Sharks do have some numbers. Big fly now. Here's the man of the moment in Bishka. He's stripped of it. Just squeezed a handball out now. The Bull Sharks with an up and under kick. It'll land in the arms here of Ashton. Just come onto the ground. Drops the mark but recovers well. Left foot kick, a spearing kick back up to the corridor. They do have some numbers in the form here of right. Settles up Gilboy. Gilboy turns around, wheels around on his favoured right foot. Inside the forward 50, looking for James. Slips through his hand, heads out towards the boundary line. That's probably a good spot there for the Bull Sharks. Boundary throw in left forward pocket for the Bombers. They trail this one, or they lead this one by 14 points.
16 points there, Chris, but that's okay. It's an exciting, exciting game, and it's been all Bombers so far. Bull Sharks yet to hit the scoreboard at the other end, so they won't mind the fourth quarter. James gets front position, but True's able to get that hit out as up and under sort of kick there from Ola and Shaw. It's just sitting around about 40 metres out. Oh, he just pickpocketed him. Just pickpocketed him. The Burley's there. Bombers go bang on the siren.
Well, the wave of momentum heading into three-quarter time, that gives them their equal game high margin of 22 points. And Ashton just come on the bench for the last 45 seconds. He got an inside forward 50 impact and a goal.
Just swooped on it. A mistake there over the top, and Ashton goes bang, and geez, it's setting it up for an interesting final term there, Yindi, and what a game we have. As you said, 22 points. It is three-quarter time here at Sir Bruce Small Park. We'll be back after the final break. Will it be the Bull Sharks or will it be the Bombers?
Boys, they go in 15 seconds.